When I saw the sun struggling to shine through the haze the morning of October 11th, 2017, it was hues and tones of opaque red and pink. When I stepped outside, it smelled like my neighbors had their fireplaces going all at once. If you've been following disasters, then you know some of the worst blazes in California's modern history has occurred in 2017, particularly the fires that broke out in October. These fires were set apart by a major characteristic. Their flames didn't simply burn sparse homes in distant hills and remote fields. These infernos burned up neighborhoods. Just to give you an idea of this spontaneous devastation, because some of these came out of nowhere, as I was making this video, there were approximately 60 major fires burning within the state of California. In Sonoma County, sheriff officials reported over 370 people still listed missing. At its peak, they received 670 plus. The death toll has climbed to 24 and counting. Over 20,000 people have been evacuated, with thousands more on the precipice of doing the same. This hits home for me, literally. My little brother's school was closed down because the fire was approaching just under 4 miles away. Other family and friends woke up with ash covering their vehicles and yards. Smoke made its way as far as the Sacramento Valley, just creeping down to San Jose. That's over 100 miles or so between the two, either way you slice it. It's weird, some of the areas where these flames first appeared were experiencing abnormally strong winds days before and after the flames broke out. The wind was so uncharacteristically strong, power kept failing at a colleague's apartment complex. 4 or 5 fires in separate areas broke out at virtually the same time. It really got me thinking about the succession of events that have unfolded since the August 21st, 2017 eclipse. The day of the eclipse, USS John S. McCain, a United States guided missile destroyer, reportedly collided with a merchant ship off the coast of Singapore. Almost 2 months later, and the investigations are still ongoing. However, according to Navy officials, this was a preventable incident. The McCain's commander, Alfredo J. Sanchez, and its executive officer, Commander Jesse L. Sanchez, were relieved of duty as a result. 10 sailors were lost and another 5 were injured, so the Navy felt the need to send a message to other captains and senior officers to moderate leadership shortcomings. These are definitely times of tension. We would expect to see tighter form from the U.S. Navy given this incident follows 3 others this year in January, May, and in June. Just over 3 days later, on August 25th, 2017, going through to the 28th, Category 4 Hurricane Harvey strikes Texas. In some areas, Harvey dropped a torrential 40 to 60 inches of rain, one of the wettest tropical cyclones on record in the United States. 2 days after Harvey finished moving through Texas, Hurricane Irma forms on August 30th. By Sunday, September 10th, both Cuba and the Bahamas were devastated before Irma tore through Florida on September 11th as a powerful tropical storm. She finally dissipated on September 16th, however, this was no respite. The day before, on September 15th, Kim Jong-un, affectionately known as Rocket Man, successfully performed his furthest intermediate-range missile test. His intercontinental ballistic missile was fired from Sunan, Pyongyang, and flew over Hokkaido in the northern part of Japan, landing an estimated 3,700 kilometers in the Pacific Ocean. A day after Kim launched his missile, the day Irma dissipated, Maria formed on September 16th. Now, Jose had been intimidating people off the coast since September the 5th, days before the 8.1 magnitude earthquake in Mexico on September the 8th. Maria became a Category 5 by September 18th as Dominica took the brunt before she weakened slightly, hitting Puerto Rico and the Bahamas. 3 days after the formation of Maria, Trump addresses the UN on September 19th regarding rogue nations amid escalating international tension. This was a solidification and continuation of the banter and rhetoric between the US and North Korea. The same day, September 19th, Mexico was struck with a 7.1 magnitude earthquake, killing more than 200 people. This quake just so happened to occur on the anniversary of the 1985 Mexico City quake that killed thousands of people and destroyed thousands of homes. 48 hours later, in Southern California, Orange County residents receive an eerie emergency alert on September 21st, warning of violent and dangerous times ahead, just over a week before the Las Vegas shooting. A day later, on the 22nd, a magnitude 5.7 quake hits the northern coast of California. I'll say it again, the path of the eclipse cut across the middle of America, which, in my eyes, was a symbolic celestial representation of the increasing division in this country and a warning of things to come. However, make no mistake, America hasn't been the only country holding on by the seat of its pants. The world is experiencing these birth pangs as we're poised to be delivered into a new age. We've really got to be prudent, not paranoid, if we're going to effectively navigate these times of turmoil. Now, I know there's a lot more I could have touched on, but I think at the very least I demonstrated that we probably haven't seen the worst of things yet. It's good to be back, and thanks for checking me out.